And taking on the RJD Congress combine over dynastic politics, Prime Minister Modi said that those hankering for power focus solely on promoting their own families while his government worked for inclusive development. Prime Minister Modi was speaking in Bihar. This is his fourth visit in the past 5 months as the BJP-JDU combine aims to retain power in its head-on clash with the RJD-led Mahagathbandhan. A number of big takeaways from Prime Minister's speech, which includes him reminding the people of Bihar that there was a jungle raj during Lalu Yadav and Rabdi Devi's tenure. He also said that Lalu Yadav, who appears to be the neta of the poorest of the poor and of the OBCs, actually insulted Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Let's first listen in to what the Prime Minister said and a reaction that has come in from Leader of Opposition, Tejasvi Yadav.
इन लोगों ने ऐसी लूट खसोट मचाई कि गरीबी बिहार का दुर्भाग्य बन गई। हमने भले बहुत कुछ किया हो, करते रहे हैं, करते रहेंगे, लेकिन इतने से शांत होकर के चुप रहने वाला मोदी नहीं है। बिहार में जंगल राज लाने वाले मौका देख रहे हैं कि किसी भी तरह फिर से अपने पुराने कारनामे करने का मौका ढूंढ रहे हैं। बिहार से आर्थिक संसाधनों पर कब्जा करें, इसके लिए वो तरह तरह के हथकंडे अपना रहे हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी आज सिवान आए थे, उनके भाषण में कोई कंटेंट नहीं था। प्रधानमंत्री जी से हम पूछना चाहते हैं कि इतना बार आप आए हैं, आपने बिहार को क्या दिया? बिहार में जुमलों का साया है, देखो फिर वही आया है। मोदी जी के भाषण से किसी का पेट नहीं भरता है, ना ही किसी को रोजगार मिलता है। सरकारी कार्यक्रम था प्रधानमंत्री जी का कि पॉलिटिकल कार्यक्रम? खर्चा तो सरकार का हुआ।
Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson of the BJP, joins us. We have Professor Anwar Pasha, spokesperson of the RJD, Sanjay Singh, consulting editor, someone who has tracked Bihar politics very closely, is joining me here in the studio. Shazia Ilmi, JDU-led NDA has been in power in Bihar for 20 years. For how long will you not show your report card but keep reminding the people of Bihar as to what went wrong 20 years ago? They have already voted you not once but 4 times. So deliver.
And you know why we've been there for 20 years? Because we had a report card to start with. And I think this is exactly what we're going to go down with, the same report card, and keep reminding people that it's us who believe in the betterment of an average citizen from Bihar and who has something to show for himself or herself, as compared to the others who are making jibes about lack of content. So there are a whole lot of things, but I can talk about infrastructure projects, I can talk about lakhs of crores being spent on infrastructure, bridges, highways and all of that. But something very basic. And that really, I was reading these figures and just imagine 1 crore 60 lakh houses now have water. You're looking at big number here, Bihar. 87 lakh farmers every year have been given 6 lakh of rupees. 1.5 crore of Izzat Ghar or toilets for Bihari households. 3 crore 52 lakh people have availed of 5 lakh Ayushman Yojana benefits. And we're looking at 9 crores of Bihar citizens who avail the 5 kilo ration food on a regular daily basis. Now, when you look at these achievements, and there are many more, and I can read out a whole list, but it's about, and I don't want to, because there is a long list, and I think it'll go much longer than 20 on
Absolutely,
NDTV.
Shazia, but my question is,
but I think
my question is that Bihar has to be compared with the neighboring states where you are in power. where there is much more development than what we have seen in Bihar. So that is the barometer or parameter on which Bihar and Biharis should be judged. Not what happened 20 years ago, but the question here, Professor Pasha, is of insult to Baba Saheb Ambedkar. I am going to ask the producer to put out that picture as well. Could it have been handled differently by Laluji? Professor Pasha?
Maria Shakil ji. I was listening. I will come to your question. I will answer it. I was listening to Shazia ji about the development in Bihar. But people of the Bihar know that this is nothing but, I think, empty claims. The promises they were made have never been fulfilled by the government that is called double engine government in Bihar. The people of Bihar are being cheated, in fact. I will use the word cheat. Because if you keep in mind 2014, when our Prime Minister went to Bihar in the election campaign, the promises he made in Bihar, how many promises have been fulfilled? How he was treating the people of Bihar that time? 50 lakh crore, 75 lakh crore. These are, he was just making just as the people of Bihar are they are foolish. He doesn't treat Bihar as at par with the other states that is being ruled by NDA. You take example of Gujarat. Last 11 years.
We can take a number of examples. Professor Pasha, please respond to my question. I have asked you a specific question, which is with regards to the picture of Bhimrao Ambedkar. Please respond to that.
I will come to your question. What happened? The kind of things that are being... Who went there? A worker, maybe from BJP, with a planning, he went there. Why he took the photograph of Baba Saheb Ambedkar there? He put it there and he got photographed and he just made it viral.
No. So you are saying that it was a BJP worker who made that picture viral. I mean, what exactly is this conspiracy?
Maybe. He is not our worker. He didn't go. I think our worker cannot do that.
Professor Pasha.
Pasha,
I also understand politics to understand that Lalu ji ke ghar mein itna bada access nahi mil jayega if that person is not a RJD worker.
On the day of his birthday, it was being celebrated there. The door was open for everyone. The people of Bihar love Lalu ji and anybody can enter there. Okay. They were allowed to go there.
Okay, so you are saying that there is a larger conspiracy. But let me bring in... No, sir, you have made your point. Sanjay Singh, the larger question here is that the Prime Minister is continuing with this blitzkrieg. He understands that after 20 years, BJP cannot talk about that what they will do. They have to showcase what they have done. But the larger question is there a challenge this time around, perhaps bigger than what they saw in 2020?
If not less, if not more, then not less. Because 2020 election was not easy election for NDA. If you look at what Prime Minister said about Jungle Raj, he reminded people of Jungle Raj because we are also aware that first and second time voters have not seen that period. That was 20 years ago. 2005 Nitish Kumar came into power and now 20 years hence first time voters and also second time voters, because somebody who was not of age of 10 or more than 10 won't remember that period or possibly won't register that. Second aspect, since Nitish Kumar is not in his best of health, or his health is a matter of concern for many people, Modi and BJP leadership is aware that they have to recast brand Modi. He has huge popularity there. Even in 2015 BJP assembly elections, when BJP did not do well, Prime Minister's rallies were a huge success.
Absolutely,
and that number translated into parliamentary elections. So in these elections, he has made so many forays in Bihar, 4 or 5 times he has gone in both past 5 months. And each time he is delivering something. Since Nitish is not the brand that BJP NDA can encash,
trust and rely anymore.
can rely that they used to do so in the past. In any case, if you look at the numbers, the number
It's
of
a fragile brand now.
BJP and NDA, BJP and JDU contested since 2010. The number of seats BJP is fighting, they are trying to fight more seats than the JDU.
Absolutely.
And this time around, that would be a first critical test when seat sharing formula comes up.
Yes.
At the moment, it's very important for the BJP, and BJP is acutely aware of this, that they have to somehow and project maximize brand Modi to the maximum among the people.
Okay. Shazia?
It's important for young voters, as the distinguished panelists told us, as to what Bihar represented, what the alternative is for an average Bihar voter or a citizen. And it's important for them to know as to what all has transpired and have happened there. I was just looking at numbers. So when you look at this law and order infrastructure, there's one thing. But sheer crime, just look at that. Look at, it's just shocking numbers that you find. And yes, with that is concerned, the crime, not just the crime rate compared to those years back, but even the average income. So we will fight on many fronts, on all fronts. Yes, it will be development all the way and all that BJP has achieved in the last 20 years. But it's not that we will not talk about what we have to do, because it's just such a, there's always scope for more. So what we're going to do ahead, but what we've achieved. And yes, comparisons with what the alternative party out there stands for. And yes, with all the confusion that is going on within the ranks, within the family, and the fear. And I think that's the real fear that people should have for these people who are just corrupt. Time after time, that's all they've done. So it's the same old equations of caste politics. And those dynamics will not work again and again, and they have not worked in 20 years.
All right.
People have
Professor
chosen,
Pasha, what is it that the RJD has to offer this time around?
Look, the condition of law and order in Bihar is worst. Bihar is being run by the forces, those who are playing in the hands of criminals, the rapists. The criminals are very free today. Their moral is high. There is no check on criminals. The law and order, the cases of murder. Look, 60,000 murders have taken place in the last 20 years. This is a record. And
yes,
as per the record of government, as per the record, I'm telling you,
the average
Shazia
number of murders registered is actually in behalf of what it was during your time, sir.
I have not interrupted you.
Agreed, sir, but let's talk factually.
In the last 20
4,000
years,
in 2004
what
to
is the state of affairs today?
2024, sir.
How the ladies are being treated?
NCRB.
Don't you feel ashamed? Don't you feel ashamed that Bihar is number one?
Don't you feel
As far as
ashamed?
the murder,
Don't you feel
as far as
ashamed?
the
In fact, you
rape is concerned,
yourself
you
should
know-
want a
you know
better
what
life
happened with
for your fellow
what
citizens.
happened with the girl, a Dalit girl in Muzaffarpur?
I'm talking
how
about,
she was raped
yes.
and murdered? How she was treated? The
You can
government
talk
hospital
about
was not
a
willing to
very
admit her.
sad individual
This is a state of
incident, sir.
affairs.
But if you look
The
at the
criminals
numbers,
are-
and you have
the
no choice
criminals
but to
are-
do that, I feel
the
bad for
criminals
you.
are
But
fighting
you just see
in
NCRB
the broad
data,
daylight,
and
in
you just see
capital,
that
in
Bihar
front of the
actually,
CM house,
surprisingly,
in front
and a lot
of the
people might
deputy
not
CM
know
house.
that.
This is the state of affairs today in
is
Bihar.
much lower than even the national average.
The-
So it's fantastic.
the-
If you look
the
at police
migration
reforms,
from Bihar
if you
is
look at how things have
highest.
happened, zero tolerance
The migration
policy
from Bihar is
towards
highest.
crime.
The unemployment is highest today, as per
You
the
know, we are
government
looking at
data.
that very, very crucial
The
constituency
unemployment
because Bihar is also one of the youngest
poverty rate
states.
is highest
Given
in
the
Bihar.
population of the young voters, the
The
first-time
drop-off rate
voters,
of
and
children
how
from
does
the
it really
schools are
help
high?
the NDA to constantly remind them of the past? I'm not too sure about it, but what does Tejaswi and the Congress have to offer? Are they coming up with a new strategy better than 2020, or will there be some surprise element come up in the run-up to elections? Lot of imponderables here. Thank you so much for joining us, Shazia Elmi, Professor Pasha and Sanjay Singh here in the studio. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching.